What's up, everybody? Nostalgia Goggles 43 here. Thanks so much for tuning in this evening. As you can see, I'm in full coach mode tonight as we have our second match against the first team we played this year, New Jersey Nets. What's up, Spitz the Greatest? Oh man, perfect start at this loop. I think this is the first time this happened. Let's let it play. The tie. Well, thank you. How about that synthesized voice? All that mosh-ready music. Bodes well. Taking it back to the beginning. First team we played this year, the Nets. And I'm picking up the gauntlet you threw down, Spitz the Greatest. We are going to score 100 points with Ed Pinckney this evening. That's quite enough of that. Last time we played New Jersey, Kenny Anderson dropped a double nickel on us. What am I doing? Is that Rossman? So it's Stoudemire, Ellis. Massenberg. Mr. Woods. Let's go from tonight. Hey, Mike Lisi, what's up? 100, that's right. 100 points for Ed Pinckney. Spitz the Greatest said it can't be done. I say he might be right. We're going to try anyway. Pinckney, Massenberg, Rogers. Perfect. Before we get started, just a reminder, 10% of anything I make tonight goes to the Retina Foundation of the Southwest. Leading research, saving site. They do cool things. So support them, please. The direct link in my Twitch profile or in the YouTube comments. Right in there. Pinckney is terrible, says Spitz the Greatest. Let's see what the league leaderboard has to say about that. It says Ed Pinckney, 4th in the league in field goal percentage. This game is just going to be frustration and then a flurry of shots from Ellis Lee as we try to pull the win out. Well, let's see. 4th in the league in field goal percentage. 1st in the league in free throw percentage. 6 for 6. Not on the charts for 3-point percentage or any of these things. Don't care, don't care. Steals. Do you sneak out there for steals? Stats can't be legit. They can't not be legit. Spitz the Greatest. Let's do this and find out. Head down to the Meadowlands. Old school Nets. Cheers. This is a slightly different Nets team than the one we played earlier, thanks to their... Oh, look at that. Even matchup. I like those odds. Numbers don't lie. That's right, Mike Lisi. So the Nets traded Derek Coleman early in the season in real life, but not so early that we played without him. We played them when they didn't have him earlier. I'm not sure how to say that. Grammar is not my strong point. Dropping 100 points with Ed Pinckney. That's my strong point. What a game. Nothing but stars. Sean Bradley came across in the Coleman trade. There it is. Alright, so first off, for those of you who are new, I do need to remind my team to play defense, or else they won't do it. Medium pressure does nothing. High pressure, that's what we need. And we are going to player lock on Ed Pinckney. But because this game came out in 1995, it is a bit of an ordeal sometimes to get it there. Case in point. Who needs D? Not us generally. Oh, get that back. Oh, man. 2 turnovers already. This doesn't bode well. These nets actually gave us a lot of trouble the first time around as well. And I thought it was just because I hadn't figured the game out yet, but this does not bode so well so far. Oh, get that out of there. Come on, Ed. There we go. Spit's the greatest with the optimism. Say we don't need D because we're not going to be scoring a lot. 34-1, what is this? Which part? Are you questioning the 34 or the 1? We don't talk about the 1. That was a rough night. That's okay, we can talk about it. I'll own up to it. We lost to the Seattle Supersonics. There it is. We are now 2% of the way to Ed Pinckney's 100 points. Real talk, what we have learned is that this game is all about lineups. That is absolutely true. It's amazing. You can sub out one player and go from a 9-0 or an 0-9 run into like a 17-2 run. There we go. That's for you, Spitz the Greatest. Patron at our Buy a Bucket tier. Purchased us Ed Pinckney's 3rd and 4th point for the evening. But yeah, Spitz the Greatest is exaggerating a little bit about the 5%, but it's more like 30%, but he is not exaggerating about 150. We've had some high-scoring evenings. You hope Pinckney scores 100 plus? Well, he is on his way. Tough D by Ellis. The first time he airballs a layup, we gotta sit him. We'll just have to make sure that doesn't happen. That's all. Crossover dribble. Tony Massenberg with the board and kick back. So, Mike Lisi, to catch you up. The basic premise here is that I'm from the future, and normal games I use futuristic strategy, like shooting a lot of three-point shots. And in the paint, no long twos. And these 90s teams just don't know what to do with that. But tonight, of course, we're trying something a little different. Going for 100 points with a guy who's decidedly not an outside shooter. Although he did make a three-quarter court shot at one point when I pressed the wrong button. So he's got that going for him. Full court shot. That's right. I shouldn't sell him short. It gave us hope for the future. There it is. Fundamentals. Spit's the greatest. He's made a season off that one shot. Meanwhile, he is on pace to score 100 points this evening. He's got 12 at the 5-minute mark. Nice. Is that it, or are you explaining limited resources available to game developers in 1995? Can it be both? I would say at this point, it is probably that one that we're exploiting limited resources. Earlier in the season, though, it was it was definitely that. There were times that the other team had actually made more baskets than we did, but we won the game because we had more three-point shots. Actually, the first time we played these Nets, we only won by 7 with something like 20 or 25 three-pointers. Timeout Nets. We have had some close games. It's true. Yeah, there was one game I only won by 1. That was a while ago. And Oliver Miller. And AC Earl. That flashing arrow means that I'm on fire. Or, you know, this game's equivalent of it. Not nearly as dramatic as other basketball games on the market in 1995. The effect is the same. Also, I'll let him drill the ball for a second to point out there actually is a shove button, even though this is purportedly a simulation. Beautiful pass by Stoudemire. They call it the hand check button. The rules, but I don't recall hand checks actually knocking people to the ground, even in the 90s. Sean Bradley for 3, and he makes it. There are all sorts of sentences I never thought I'd put together. That was one of them. Sean Bradley blocking a shot. Now that you can get behind. It was a very violent move. We actually injured Wesley Person earlier this year, and then I felt really bad about it. That was an air ball. So it's the greatest if you could hook us up with the official air ball emoji of Nostalgia Goggles for 3. Appreciate it. Thank you. $100. Go 10 for 15. Boy, that's awfully close to his full season field goal percentage. Only slightly better. Alice, come on. Come on, buddy. We don't need you fouling out. Anyway, that lineup did not work. We were up by 10 when they came in. So they are not coming back tonight. Switch it up. Non-Ellis lineup. Ellis is good. That's true. Dale Ellis is I went by that kind of quickly earlier, but he is the leading scorer in the NBA at this point. 0 points so far tonight. Of course, one problem we have is that there are only so many lineups with Pinckney at each position, so we do have to switch the player lock around, which is a little bit annoying, but we'll make it happen. All right, Murdoch, Murray, King, Pinckney, Rogers. That'll work. On the plus side, you get to enjoy these beats some more. What kind of pass was that, Murray? Love the shirt and tie, by the way. Thank you. Full coach mode this evening. Typically, we wear a Damon Stoudemire throwback bootleg jersey. I don't know if it was bootleg. It was official, but it's not like a game worn one or anything. Man of the people here at Nostalgia Goggles for 3. Oh no! Ah! Eric Murdoch is too fast. Oh, thank you. There it is. Boom shaka layup. Looks like 24 points with a minute left in the first quarter. I do enjoy pressing the crossover dribble button when a guy like Pinckney has the ball and then watching absolutely nothing happen. That's it. Celebrate it, Ed. You earned it. Game's closer than usual. Yeah, that last lineup was not very good. We were up by 10 when they went in and up by 5 when they went out. Ever since we figured out the lineup hack, I've been trying to keep a count. What? What? Who was that? Who was that? They're sitting. Jimmy King? Yep. You don't get to stay in the game throwing passes like that. Sorry. Unacceptable. Trade them immediately. So Jimmy King is on the trade block. In real life, at the end of the season, he was traded to Dallas for Popeye Jones. So Dennis Rodman type player. Type of player we could actually use on the team. So I would support that. Although, on the flip side, Jimmy King actually has our highest plus minus individually of anyone on the roster, believe it or not. At like 19.3, I think. I don't know. Spitzer Greatest, you got the spreadsheet. You can fact check me if you want. But how is that possible? I don't know, but we're 36 games in. We got a lot of data. The guy scored like 5 points all year. Well, you know. There it is. That's like Stoudemire. Throw that down. Ooh! Did that on purpose. Got the nice little bounce. Kenny Anderson. Having a much quieter night last time around. That'll be a quarter. He's so lucky. Is it still lucky 35 games in? Oh, Pinckney, you mean. If you had missed that, you would have been calling for his head. Well, I know Spitz the greatest. You're calling for his head anyway. Yeah, we'll let these guys stay a little while. We didn't get much of a chance to see. This is the only lineup tonight with Lionel Simmons in it, so let him run a little. Good start, thank you. That up, fast break. Soft touch. Second rebound in a row for Simmons. All alone. Don't underestimate the fundamentals. So I was a little nervous. Kenny Anderson in the first game really did much better against us than any other individual player. Get that out of there. Thought we were going to get luck. That's what you're here for, solid fundamentals. Well, I'm glad to deliver. Even though we're going to have to rename the channel Nostalgia Goggles for 2. That's it, Ed. Celebrate that. Woo! I have learned that zone defense is much more effective than man-to-man. Glad that went in, so Spitz Greatest does not have to call for him to be traded. Though in real life, of course, Ed Pinckney and Tony Massenberg were sent to Philadelphia at the deadline for Sharon Wright. Sean Bradley having himself a bit of a game. Just the one-arm celebration that time. So before this season started, the NBA record number of points in one game was 100, set by Wilt Chamberlain. Now he has owner of the third best score. Number 1 is Tracy Murray, number 31 you see out there now with 130 points in one game. Number 2, Dale Ellis, you saw earlier, with 106 points in one game. Have either of us seen the new Star Wars? I have not. I actually haven't even seen The Last Jedi. Unless, since it's 1996, you mean Return of the Jedi, in which case, yes, I have seen it. Oh, Pinckney. Oh, no. This won't be much of a conversation. He just fits the greatest. Bench him. How's he going to get to 100 on the bench? Oh. I'm going to change the lineup up, though. All right, let's regroup here. Timeout. We don't have three-point shooting to fall back on, so can't let the lead get away from us. So Ruffin hasn't played yet. We'll let Jimmy King try again. See if he can keep the passes in bounds this time. New Star Wars is not great, but not the disaster you heard it was. Alright. Hardly a ringing endorsement. Having a discussion with someone earlier today about the Zack Snyder DC movies, and it said that described Justice League as pretty okay. And I thought, that does not convince me that I want to watch it. There we go. No love for Justice League from Spitz the Greatest. How about that Cats movie, though? Talk about 100. I've not seen it. I've never seen Cats in any form. That's a Ruffin. Make him earn it. The one I actually most want to see is A Hidden Life, the new Malik. I don't know when I'm going to find 3 hours to get out to the theater, though. Certainly not during basketball season. But that's the way it goes when you're a professional athlete. Professional basketball player, I should say. Yeah. Well, that's the way it goes sometimes, Mike Lisi. Sometimes you just get caught up in the moment. You just got to foul a guy, you know? There it is, Pinckney. Yeah. Just stand under the basket and bask. You earned it. Now get back on D. Yeah, Kenny Anderson just shut down by my zone here. By zone, I mean kind of the box and one. I camp under the basket. Oh. Stayed in bounds. So way to do it. Woo. Tim Perry is just not all that interested in covering Ed Pinckney, which is okay. Maybe he wants him to get to 100. I don't know anything about Perry's background. Is he a Villanova guy or something? There it is. Maybe he's just hoping to make it onto the new Ed Pinckney poster for sale in the Rogers Center. Open lane. Don't mind if I do. Not sure who they gave that assist to. Or the other 20. I can think of like 2. Oh! Stats don't make sense. Kenny Anderson. He heard me talking about him. Now he's out for revenge. A double teaming now. Oh. No, 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 no. Excuse me. There's only 30 seconds left. Let these guys stay. So, Mike Lacey, you're new here. Let me ask you this. What do you suppose is holding up that basket? See, at the other end, they got one of those support things. The force. I got Jason Williams. Oh. Should have known that was trouble. Slow motion. Oof. Close out the half. Ed Pinckney, 58 points at the half. 7 rebounds. 3 steals. Well on his way. Not on pace to beat Tracy Murray's record. Well, you know, we'll see how it goes. You still don't think he'll do it, huh? Which team holds the all-time record for steals in one season? Well, that sounds like a challenge. You're committed to the negativity. Well, I appreciate that. You're also committed to this channel. So I'll take this opportunity to say a big thank you to you, Twitch's greatest, as well as Tim Troy, humanitarian and philanthropist, and Dr. Ambassador Dortmunder. Thanks for making this possible. Appreciate it. And thanks also to the Retina Foundation of the Southwest. I have no affiliation with them other than that I give back to them some of the money that I'm bringing in. They are the ones doing the good work. I am just playing Super Nintendo games on the internet for your amusement. All-time record for steals in one season. I'm gonna go with Sonics. 94-95 Sonics. Why not? Celtics. Oh, that's a better guess. Old school Celtics. Usually a good guess for any of these things. Which lineup is even in? Ruffin, Murray. Okay. These guys were doing well. We'll let them stay. Or maybe, well, I don't know. That's only 2 fouls. You suggest an amendment, of course. You can suggest any amendment you wish. Oh, bad luck. Whoa, Jimmy King. Totally redeeming himself. And a nice look. I'm all ears, or all eyes, I suppose. Okay. 3 is a bit much. So Ruffin, Murray, Ellis, Pinckney, and Earl. I think in the future there needs to be a minimum threshold for shots taken by the other players to add to the challenge. Could be, although I think that this is going to be plenty challenging, as is. He's on pace for 116, which means that would only allow 8 shots by other people. But that's an interesting thought. Wonder how many shots the rest of Chamberlain's team took in his 100-point game. Oh, that's lovely. That one goes out to Dr. Ambassador Dortmunder. Hopefully watching this on YouTube. Look it up, thank you. Very nice. Get that out of there. Ed Pinckney says no. For 3. Oh. Hubris. He was on fire. I figured it was worth a shot. The rest of the team combined for 69 points in that game. So if you prorate that to 8-minute quarters, that's still a lot. A lot more than we're doing. What'd the other team score? $147, so just a shootout. Nice. Pinckney's just so quick. They can't stop him. They can only hope to contain him. And their hopes are being dashed. Backing him down. Oof. Get that back. Get that back. All right, come on. Stop whatever it is you're doing over there. Steal the ball. There it is. Oh, guys. You don't foul on the long two. Flirting with missing a layup all night. Oh, goodness. No, just a 2, thankfully. Murray. King. Me, Rogers. Oh. That doesn't bode well. We're up by 21. If the lead shrinks to 15, these guys sit down and will not return. Maybe individually they'll return, but not all at the same time. Oof. I was not in an appropriate position for most of that possession. Of course, neither were they, so that's fair enough. Hey, all right. Woo. Oof. Throwing it down. It's okay, Murray. Settle it down. We don't need him in the bonus. All right. That didn't look particularly out of bounds to me, but I will take it and dunk it on the other end. Hey, all right. Greg Graham, thank you very much. What do you think, Spit's the greatest? Not going to make it? Watch, he gets to 98 and gets injured. Be our first injury this year. He's getting tired. We'll see. I'd say that was evidence, but that's just kind of how Pinckney is. Minor point, you had assumed I was keeping him in as a power forward. I am. He's power forward right now. Most of his best lineups were at power forward, but our best lineup overall right now... Oh, no, he is out of position. He's listed as a small forward. And our best lineup overall right now has him at small forward coming into tonight's game. It was a plus-minus of 24, so I couldn't very well not start that lineup in case these other ones were disastrous. But I don't want to... I'm just being lazy. I don't want to have to keep switching the player lock back and forth. So since some of these other lineups are doing fine, I'm sticking with that. Woo! That one goes out to Tim Troy, humanitarian and philanthropist, patron at our Buy a Bucket tier. I'm not switching to shooting guard. I haven't had him in at shooting guard at all. Sorry, I missed that one. He started at small forward and then has been power forward for most of the evening. All right, you guessed the Celtics. Seems like a better guess than mine. The Suns. Oh, they weren't talking. Oh yeah, that year. 12.9 steals per game. I think we might have them beat. When you inbound the ball, doesn't it typically go to a point guard or shooting guard? When I inbound a ball, or when normal teams inbound a ball. So the point guard and shooting guard are usually standing there, but since I'm player locked, I tend to. Normal teams do, yeah, but it depends. I mean, some teams will have like a point forward, like LeBron brings the ball up the court frequently, for example. He's usually slotted at like a 3. Whatever. These guys are doing fine. We'll leave them until they're not doing fine. However, I am now player locked in the wrong position again. So I guess I'll put the starters back in, since the game decided I should be a player locked on small forward anyway. Stoudemire. Ellis. That's disconcerting to me. Only because it just started happening at this point in the season. If it had been happening all along, I would just say it was a bug. It makes me nervous, but it's the greatest. I don't know how I feel about it. The player lock just phantom shifting to a different position. Like I was player locked on power forward, and now I'm player locked on small forward. All right, I have the ball. Whoa! Take him out. He's done. No, man, he's going for the record. 132 points. Oh, no! What is happening? Chaos. Get in there! Yes! I can't call timeout now. Not after that. There we go, David. Get in. Woo! Celebrate that, Ed. Get that crowd worked up. There it is. 100 points. Ed Pinckney. He's got 6.5 minutes left to score 32 more. Stoudemire adding to his block total. Oh. Pinckney, come on. There it is. Oh. Oh no. Good decision. All right, Massenberg. You got this. If only I'd known Tim Troy. Would have saved your basket for that one. You were clipping that when Pinckney scored 100. That sounds like a better use of your time, honestly. You got to see Pinckney score 104. Ed Pinckney now tied with Dale Ellis. Second highest number of points scored all time. What do you mean that's so wrong that he's tied Ellis? Ed Pinckney has the second highest plus-minus total for the season on the team. There it is. This doesn't seem possible. We need Ellis to try for 150. All right. I'm done with that. Tonight, make it a doubleheader. Dale Ellis out for revenge. Come on. Oh, they're just running out the clock. I suspect that shots like that are the reason you got such a negative outlook on Pinckney. Because, like, when he misses, they're just so spectacular. Kind of like Murray. Or like that. Are we behind on the schedule? No, we're not. It's hard because the real teams don't play. They play more often than 3 days a week on average, but I just can't. Yeah. I'm barely keeping up as it is. That's why it took me until Saturday to get everything caught up on YouTube from, like, Christmas. It's terrible. Apologies again to those of you watching on YouTube, if any of you are left. But yeah, so this season, I believe the league started on November 3rd, and the 1920 NBA season started on October 22nd. So they've made the season a little bit longer. And I think it ends a little earlier, too. I remember the finals being in late June. You won't say no to a doubleheader? All right. Let's do it. 150 points for Dale. Oh, what? Man. Get that board. Carlos Rogers. Oh. Bad pass. They're coming back. Oh. Hello. I hope you are well. Full court press. No, not instant foul. No, that wasn't what I wanted. Ugh. I pressed the quick play button instead of the play call button. All right, he's got 37 seconds left to score 12. Can he do it? with that, Rogers. Oh no. Pinckney. Oh. Would have been a great capper. All right. 118 points, 9 rebounds, 9 steals. That is, I think, the closest we've gotten to a triple-double yet. There you go. 42 assists somehow. Yeah, those Phoenix Suns. 12.9 steals per game. As you can see, Tony Massenberg also got on the board. Good on you, Tony Massenberg. Right to assists. I guess we'll find out. One shot and 3 free throws. Block shot. Stoudemire with 4. Nicely done. Murdoch also 4. There you go. 2. It's a stat line you never imagined. 2 scorers, Pinckney and Tony. That is the case. Sean Bradley had himself a nice little game. 1 for 1 from 3. See their only 3-point shot? I'm going to make a sandwich to energize. All right. I do need to double check and make sure that my baby is being cooperative upstairs. Just turned 2 yesterday. Getting a head start on those terrible 2s. Quick run through the shot summary. Look at that. So much paint. Real quick run through the shot summary. That's all we need to do. All right.